Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are joined by Braiden Gregg, Port Huron Northern Boys Lacrosse. How's it going?
It's going good. How are you doing?
Doing well. So let's start with the beginning of tryouts began this week for all spring sports. So you are in
hmm
lacrosse. What has that been like for you? And kind of tell me how it's going.
It's going good. The team's really young this year, so there's a lot of new faces, getting to know new people. It's been fun. So and learning to play with some of the kids that I've never played with has been a challenge, but it's been good.
So, a lot of new faces on the team. It's going to be young, and there's going to be some aches and growing pains, and there's going to be some days, and there's going to be some good moments and maybe some not so good moments. How are you ready to balance all of that?
I think it's going to be hard. I think there's going to be a moment where it's going to be like a punch in the face, like our 12 seniors that we had last year aren't here anymore. But I think I think we're going to be able to grow through that, and ultimately, I think the culture of the team is going to be good. It may take a few weeks, but I think we will grow. It'll end up being good.
How long have you played lacrosse for, Braden?
So this is my third year.
Okay. So, what's the biggest thing what got you into lacrosse?
So funny story. Well, not really that funny, but honestly, a lot of my friends were doing it, and it just seemed like really a really fun thing to do. Because I didn't have a spring sport. So I was just like, I want to try it. Seems fun. It's a physical sport, which I like because I played football. So, I just threw myself in the fire.
Yeah. So, when you when you wanted to do this, I know that obviously the sport of lacrosse is there's a lot of really good teams and there's a lot of really just teams that are just, up and coming. It's kind of like hockey in a way.
hmm
But what has it been like just to see kind of this sport just kind of grow in the last few years? Because a lot of people are starting to get into it, especially around the state of Michigan.
Yeah. So I actually have seen it firsthand. So when I started playing my sophomore year, like a bunch of kids, like, I mean, we only had a varsity team my freshman year when I didn't play, but then sophomore year, we had a whole JV team. We had around like 50 to 60 kids, varsity and JV. So just like that, seeing that grow like that I definitely think this sport is getting bigger, and I do believe it's a really fun, good sport to get big because it's very fun to watch.
So you're a senior. I know. Well, let's kind of go. It's been a while since we've had you on. Before we get to that, the former team. Of course, we talked about how last football season went. There's been some changes with that. There's a new head coach. I know you won't be around
hmm
yet, but what was it like to see a familiar face take over that program?
I it was very unexpected. Coach Vandrew, he was our defensive coordinator. I was really close with him because he was our linebacker coach. So I was with him every practice. And I talked to him about it, and he's like, "Nope, I don't want to do it," and just didn't really seem interested. And then I saw the news. I was like, "What the?" I texted him. I was like, "What happened?" And he was like, "I don't know," but it's really cool to see that he's taking over the program, and they're definitely in good hands with him.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see much best success to that team. But let's talk about you in the next few months because you don't have a lot of time left in your high school tenure,
hmm
per se, but you will be traveling to I don't know where, but you will be enlisting into the Coast Guard after graduation. What made you decide to do that?
So, um, I really think the Coast Guard will set me up for success in the future, and I kind of look at it as like a 4 year university because it's a 4 year contract. And I really want to branch out, explore, see some more places, not just in Michigan, but around the U.S. And I think that the Coast Guard will help me to do that, and it'll be free. So
Yeah. So have you always wanted to get into military service or anything like that?
not really. It only came up like honestly my junior year once I started like looking into or really taking seriously like what I want to do after high school. That's kind of when I looked into the military, looked into a few other branches, but none of them just really stuck out to me like the Coast Guard did. So
Yeah. So are you trying to, I know that you only your schedule's kind of jammed up with, taking online classes and all that other stuff. So what is are you just trying to enjoy these final moments of your high school career? Or are you counting down the days?
I'm enjoying it. Um, my senior year has been really good to me. So I've just been enjoying it, taking it all in. And I think with lacrosse, I really need to enjoy it and take it all in because after this, I mean, there's no high school sports. So I think I really just need to enjoy it and make the most of it.
All right. Well, Braden, I think that's all I got for you, buddy. Thank you so much for the time. Best of luck in this lacrosse season, and we'll catch up with you after it's all done and before you head off to the Coast Guard.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.